say, contractor architect side of things,
Mm-hmm.
in your opinion, what is it like to work with our products? Is it easier to install? Are they more difficult to install? Are there additional things you have to account for? And additionally, why do you choose to go with UPVC versus aluminum or any other material for your windows and doors in your projects?
I don't know what it is with regards to the aluminum and the salt here, but there are times when you get this powdery stuff that comes on the aluminum and they start to get some sores and so on. Even though I still have some homeowners that are hell-bent and stay and say, okay, well, we want to stay with the aluminum, I push quite a lot of them to the UPVC. The UPVC mainly because, as I said to you, I've installed doors like 15 years ago, and the frames have not faded. The frames are still in very good condition. I've seen UPVC whereby the frames started to yellow. This is not the case with these windows. So it's just a case of cleaning and you're good, you know. So it's from the perspective of a contractor, the installation is good. I don't think that people are shy with regards to spending money when it comes to the security aspect of it.
Okay, so since we're going down the road of dollars and cents, as you say, you've just given some perspective on how long you've been involved in maintenance, renovations, etc., within the construction community, so to speak. In your opinion, how do you feel about Domus's prices? Do we appeal to, you know, your budget as a contractor, the customer's budget for what you'll be getting, versus, you know, what you might pick up if you just walk into a hardware store, etc.? How does the pricing of the Domus products compare with other markets or other types of products?
I must tell you, I shop around and I do different comparisons. Added to the fact that when I walk into the door of Domus, I feel like a celebrity. I do think that your product no, honestly, I do think that the pricing point of your product is excellent. When I say that, one thing that I can be guaranteed of, let's say if I go to import something, and I do quite a lot of import, if I import a product and the product gets here and there's a defect on that product, what essentially the supplier will tell me, I will replace that product, but I will replace that product at the point of origin. I would not replace that product and pay for your shipping and pay for your clearance. Now, what I get with Domus is that if I walk in, and I will give you a case in point, I had a sliding door just recently, and I was trying to figure out why the sliding door wasn't working. So I made a service call, and the guys came out, the guys identified the problem. They said, okay, well, this is what is the problem was. We will get it serviced, we'll get it rectified within this time. And true to form, they got it rectified within that time. So even though I may import a product and I may save $500, let's say, for just to call a figure, I may save $500. I may import a product and save $500. I don't think that the $500 is worth saving as to the stress that I'm going to get if this product comes and it has a broken door, to know that I have that backup.
Agreed.
It does everything for me.
Okay. And then finally, in your perspective, how should customers think when they're investing in their properties? Let's look at it from both a residential perspective and from a commercial perspective. You know, You made a very good point in terms of the immediate benefits of buying locally. Essentially, you have access to persons who can service and fix the problems you have. But let's look at it a little bit further down the line. Maintenance, your property value, any future benefits that you can think of, over the years, seeing what has happened from the villas that you might have renovated a few years back.
My property, and I would go back to that because I am the test case. My property is probably 15 years old, and I am looking at the windows that I did from Domus. And other than the few little balances that went bad and the screens that got torn, those are all what we call wear and tear items, because I have to lift up the window, put it down. Sometimes somebody's cleaning the screen. Like, for example, a brilliant idea that you wanted to make one of his toys fly, so you just punch the screen and you have to deal with. But when you think about it in terms of the longevity of the product, as I said, coming into Jolly Harbour, I have quite a lot of products that I've used from Domus. I've done sliding doors within the last year. I've done 10 villas. So I'm in 10 villas, and each one of them have 3 doors on them. So it's 30 doors. You get 20 of the 10 of the single slider. Now, from those properties, you have persons just walking down and persons that saying, okay, well, who did this? Where can I get this? Where can I get that? Suppose I just want my sliding door to change. Suppose I don't want the whole big shebang. And it's been a good, it's a good investment, I would say to anyone. I literally just went to another property, and the guy had one of the regular aluminum doors, and I said to him, you need to change your doors. He said, listen, I can't afford to change the doors right now. It so happened that, good for him, I was doing another renovation, and I took out 2 single sliders from a villa that has been on there for about 10 years. These are 2 Domus single sliders. I cleaned it up, and I said to him, listen, I can get you a second-hand door. Agreed with the old owner, installed that second-hand door. So that Domus door now have a second life and a second home. And I said to you, it probably can be on there for another 10 years. And he smiling so much with that door, who could tell him it's not a new door? So it just tells you about the longevity of the product, in that product can be on one villa, move to another villa, and find another villa and be there. Good screen. That was it.
Well, James, thank you so much. I think your perspective did shed a lot of light on a lot of things that we wanted to highlight. And it's always good to hear from the customer side of it, out of the horse's mouth, so to speak. So we just want to say thank you for taking the time out to share. And we look forward to doing even more business with you for many, 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 many more years.
Yes. Thank you. Once when I walk into Domus on Factory Road, I continue to get treated like a celebrity. From the front office to the back office, and it, realistically, Kim, I must, on a serious note, I'm not saying that with any kind of bias, but I'm in and out of Domus on a regular basis, and I see the way in which you all deal with all customers. I know that there's that keen attention to detail when it comes to dealing with our customers. And I must say, thanks for what you all are doing. And, I will continue to be a customer.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you too.
Enjoy the rest of your Monday.
Okay. Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.